Last year I saved 15,000. This year I'm pushing it further. I tracked every expense, lived decently frugal, but I never felt deprived. So what helped? I decided to stay at home and live with my dad, so my rent is minimal, only being about 300 a month. That gave me the breathing room to save and invest without sacrificing my peace of mind. Now, before we continue, I understand not everyone has the blessing to do that, but this is just my personal story and how I was able to. I was able to use it to my advantage to really max out how I could save each year. If you're not in that situation, look who you have around you and see if you can get yourself a deal when it comes to rent. For me, living in an ultra high cost of living place means sometimes we need to get creative or live a little below our means. Maybe living a bit further out to get somewhere cheaper.
The second thing that really helped with saving money was taking Lime bikes or electric bikes. We have this company in the UK and a couple places in Europe called Lime, and I buy their minute bundles. I buy the biggest one, which is about £37 for 400 minutes. I get two of those for the month, which cost me about £74. Whereas before I'd be taking public transport, which would cost me about 100, 115 a month. Track that over a year or a couple years, you've got yourself a decent amount saved from just that.
Controlling my two biggest expenses, rent and travel, really helped get the upper hand on my expenses, and continuing to monitor it means I'll be able to continue tracking any sort of lifestyle creep that may appear. Even with money coming in, I make sure I live below my means, but I still enjoy life. That's the balance. Frugality isn't misery, it's alignment. Bike rides to work, weekly grocery shopping, meal prepping my meals, chill kickbacks with my friends. No overpriced night outs, no buying stuff just to flex. So I spend where it matters and I skip the rest. Saving money isn't about saying no, it's about saying yes on your terms. To save 20k this year, here's a full breakdown of how I'm doing it. Not with massive sacrifices, but with consistent, conscious choices. So I'm investing through my stocks and shares ISA on an app called Money Farm. This is the backbone of my savings. I treat it like a bill. Every month, a fixed amount automatically moves into my ISA. I'm not trying to time the market. In case anyone's from the US or around the world, a stocks and shares ISA is kind of like your Roth IRA. Tax-free and by far one of the best tools. I'm tracking every expense. At the end of each month, I look at what my money has gone towards. Monthly reviews help me to spot patterns. If something doesn't add value, I cut it. Awareness is the first step to control. And I'm living lean by design. I batch cook meals on Sundays, stick to a shopping list, and avoid mindless Amazon scrolling. I'm not depriving myself. I still enjoy dinners out or a treat now and then, but it's always planned, intentional, and conscious. Progressing in my career. This year I'm focused on growing my income. Expected to get a raise in a month or so, which should put me over the line in order to get closer to that 20k goal quicker. I did that by attending workshops and taking on extra responsibility at work. Every raise or bonus I get doesn't upgrade my lifestyle, it upgrades my savings rate. The last thing I'm going to mention is cutting unnecessary costs. Like I explained earlier, transport is one of the biggest hidden expenses. I used to spend 100 plus a month on travel. Now I'm biking to work. It saves me cash and boosts my health and energy. Same with coffee. Work has a coffee machine and I save hundreds annually. These aren't huge sacrifices. They're micro adjustments that compound over time. It's about designing a lifestyle that aligns with your goals, not defaulting into one driven by ads and expectation. And this isn't about hoarding money. It's about creating options, financial breathing room, the kind of life where you don't have to say yes to everything, just the right things. 20,000 saved isn't just numbers, it's choices. It's a future self that doesn't have to struggle. So put down in the comments, what's your savings goal? And don't forget to subscribe and give a like if you enjoyed the video. Compound U is all about building smarter and not harder. I'll see you guys in the next video. You take care.